Alright everybody, it's Steve again, and we're going to try to finish this up. This is my Gigabyte Z170X-gaming 7. It has Thunderbolt 3 certification. This is just the box. It's got DDR4 RAM, USB Type-C connector, which is like the new universal connection. It has USB 3.1, and it also has HDMI 2.0. Now, here's the motherboard. I already had it out ready to go. We'll go over some of the features. So it supports 6th generation Intel Core processor. That's the LGA1151 Skylake. It's dual channel DDR4, which is 4 DIMMs, and it can overclock up to 3866 Hertz. Out the box, I believe it's 2133 Hertz. You need to do a BIOS update, and I believe it's the F6. It also has Intel USB 3.1 with USB Type-C. That's the world's next universal connection. I already said that. 3-way graphic support with ultra double metal shielding over the PCI slots. And then it has dual PCI Gen 3 by 4. These are the M.2 connectors. There's 2 of them. There's one right there, and there's one right there. These are the PCI slots that have the actual metal shielding over it. And those are for the M.2. Those are 32 gigabytes per second data transfer, and also has 3 SATA Express connectors for up to 16 gigabytes of data transfer. It's got a Creative SoundCore 3D gaming audio, dual Ethernet connection, Killer E2400, and Intel Gaming Network. LED trace paths with multiple color choices. So right here it lights up with LEDs, and I believe on the back side, lined up right here, I believe it has LEDs. Now these are heat sinks right here. This is not plastic. This is all aluminum. This is not plastic either. This right here is plastic, and I believe this is plastic right here, but you can unscrew that and take that off where the I/O shield goes. It also has an app center including EasyTune and Cloud Station utilities. It also has the Gigabyte UEFI DualBIOS technology. Let's go over some of the features on the back. So, it has the amp up audio technology with high-end audio component design. It has that's the Ethernet, the dual USB DAC up ports. That's for the RGB lighting on it. It has SoundCore 3D, Scout Mode, Voice FX, SBX. I'm not sure what that is, the Crystal Voice. It also supports up to 4K for video. Built-in advanced performance for tuning IC. It's kind of supposed to be better for when you're running stuff with sound. Has a better sound setup. Right here you actually have a power button that you don't need the tower. You can actually set it up. It also has an eco button, kind of like your Prius. It comes with, I believe, 4 SATA cables. SLI one for your 2 video cards. That would be sitting right here if you have 2 video cards. But when you run 2 video cards, they run an 8 times speed together instead of 16. There's motherboards that do support 16 speeds out of 2 actual slots. If you want to run 2 video cards, look into a motherboard like that. That would be much better for you. This one supports the Intel processor. It even comes with this I/O shield that actually has a plug in the back, so it lights up when it's right here. It will actually light up. It looked kind of cool. It had those are the USB 3.1s, 3.0s. That's the universal connection. That's the 2400, I believe, the Ethernet, and that's the regular Intel, all your sound. That's the actual sound chip on this. It actually has a plug that holds all your tower. I'll show you. This connector right here. So all your tower plugs, you would actually feed them into this right here, and this would just plug into the corner right here of your motherboard. So it makes it a lot easier to do. And they also put the SATA connections straight off the back instead of kind of coming off the top of the board. This is a heatsink right here. It's got 2 USB 3 headers. It has 5 fan headers on it. I don't usually use a fan header unless I'm running something like liquid cooling or the CPU cooler. If I have a tower that has a ton of fans, I'd rather run them off the power supply so I'm not drawing all that power off the motherboard. It's not to say that it's bad, it's probably fine, but it's just my preference. If you're going to have a moving device like a CD player or something like fans, it's got a little door knocker, comes with it. The manual, make sure you refer to the manual. This board is supposed to be a little sketchy if you try to do overclocking with it right off the bat without updating the BIOS. I'm going to try to leave it at that. I'll leave everything else in the description down below. I want to thank everybody for watching. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.